Well, hey everybody, I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to Esoteric Influences for the 21st through the 27th of March, 2021. Little alignment with the 21st year and the 21st day here today, but anyway, just that's just not a real correspondence or alignment, but it just kind of part of it. I hope you guys had a good week. I'm going to go ahead and get started here. This is I've done this more than once. My screen froze on me, so I'm going to just go ahead and get started and hope that doesn't happen again. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here all morning. Anyway, just to get the video up on YouTube. Oh Lord. Anyway, we have a 3 energy for today, for Sunday, which is ambition and optimism and strong will and communication. It's Mercury is the governs the 3 basically, communication and details and all of that. The rune is Ingu's, sudden release of energy, male fertility, DNA structure, undeveloped potential, and genetic inheritance. It also can mean grounding. Here we have Cauda Draconis, which is represented by the south node of the moon, or the end of the matter, or the tail of the dragon. It represents karma, or the past, and can be evil. Just depends on other factors. But it could mean terminating affairs. We're already into moon's already shifted from Gemini to Cancer. Did that at 5:18 this morning, my time here, Pacific Daylight Time. And the 2 human design channels today are rhythm, or being in the flow, and synthesis, or shared belief or path. So on Sunday, your inner focus is strong, signaling an ambitious approach to details and other tasks. In fact, with your attention to details, you may be able to bring projects to their conclusion on Sunday, or other kinds of things to their conclusion. With the moon traveling into Cancer in the 3rd house of communication on Sunday, interactions with others are favored, and you enjoy the comforts of home and hearth, as well as nurturing family and friends today. That says self-assertion may be impacted by a square between the moon and the sun, and you may also experience difficulty in expressing your emotions. If so, take a moment to reassess your approach and strategy before interacting further, so you don't want to cause anything today. On Sunday, that is. Stay in the flow with others as much as you can while maintaining strong values and principles on Sunday. Timing may be a factor, as well as the moon's effect described in the last little section there. But you may also be hesitant to interact due to feelings of inadequacy. Take an even-handed and collaborative approach with others on Sunday. Avoid judgment and a focus on past mistakes. We tend to reach there, don't we, when we're trying to justify stuff that doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, well, you did this, Magical focus on Sunday, governed by the sun, so clarity, truth, healing, courage, removing barriers, and leadership. And the favorability for work in magic on Sunday is neutral. Monday the 22nd. Now the 22nd is a master number. It's the cosmic builder, profound soul level manifestation or change. Tiwaz, the spiritual warrior within, is our rune. Faith, justice, the god Tyr, legal matters. Pur is the Mars and Aries. It's a geomancy rune for the day. It signals a young boy energy, so scattered energy, lack of impulse control. Its complement is Puella, and we're going to see that on Friday. That's scattered little girl energy. We're fully in Cancer on Monday, emotional Cancer, and the channel of human design channel on Monday is synthesis. Again, the collective aspect of life. So a master number 22 day promises profound change, particularly if you embrace the perspective of the spiritual warrior within. Have that courage. In other words, remain true to your word and avoid impulsivity and aggression toward others on Monday. Let go of habits and perceptions that affect your relationships with women in your life as you explore how you integrate your own emotions with expressions of will or self-assertion. Be aware of how past experiences inform the present moment, as well as the impact of relationships within your family. They can be real triggers. Retreat if needed to restore your spirit so that you're able to maintain progress in a single-minded approach that bypasses challenges and obstacles. You don't need to meet them on Monday. Just move around them, if at all possible. If in a leadership role with others on Monday, guide them toward a collaborative experiences that respects the values and input of all. Be sure of the facts before moving forward on Monday. Magical focus is the moon governs magics on Monday. Excuse me. We're dealing with feminine magics, healing, intuition, cycles, reincarnation, astral travel, balance, and change. And the favorability of work and magic on Monday is very good. Tuesday the 23rd, we're looking at a 5 energy. So think the pentagram, think freedom. Freedom. It's freedom versus restriction, innovation, creativity, variety. Birkenau is the rune, so it's an earth element. It's fertility, birth, bringing something to fruition. Doesn't have to necessarily be the birth of a child. It could be a project, for example. It means the birch tree, new beginnings. Did I say healing and growth? Maybe I did. I skipped around there. Emissio, or loss, Venus and Taurus. So it's loss or sacrifice or hesitance to engage. You need a little bit more reliability. And so hopefully Birkenau can provide that structure, that grounding. But you might be feeling a little bit hesitant on Tuesday to engage with others, a little insecure. The moon is in Cancer in the morning, so that's where you may feel that until it transitions into Leo at 2:57 p.m. in the afternoon. Synthesis is the human design channel for Tuesday. So as restrictions begin to change with so many people getting vaccinated against COVID, you might feel like throwing caution to the wind on Tuesday. However, according to the CDC, it's not time yet to take off the mask when out and about at the grocery store. You still need to protect others from the virus by wearing a mask. So until the time when we get the go-ahead, continue to follow all safety protocols. The moon shifts into Leo in mid-afternoon, but during the morning hours, you may need to control any dramatic reactions that arise. That's that insecurity with Emissio there. Before expressing yourself on Tuesday. As the moon enters Leo, your emotions generally settle down and relationships take on an easier tone. That said, if your interactions are with individuals who are intense in their own right, conflict could result. A self-discipline approach is preferable to impulsive behavior that impacts trust with others on Tuesday. Have the integrity to say no when appropriate, and if your ideas are rejected by others, know that a humble response that favors a team approach will gain you more respect and recognition in the future. The magical focus on Tuesday, we have a Mars influence. Mars is governing, so passion, manifestation, creativity, self-assertion, reducing conflict would be some focuses you could do. And the favorability is very good on Tuesday for work and magic. Wednesday, the 24th, we have a 6 energy, so benevolence and compassion, empathy, guidance, shared path. Rado is the rune, so soul journey and partnership and process over goal. Integration with others, it could mean cycles. Here you have acquisitio, which is Jupiter in Sagittarius, so overconfidence sometimes and excessive behavior, but it's adventuresome, it's inspiring, it's successful, it's about gain and goal direction and fortune. So being in harmony with others, you could have a greater fortune there than if you didn't. The moon's in Leo, and the human design channel is synthesis. Again, stressing the collective aspect of life. Integration with others is possible on Wednesday if the process itself is respected in addition to achieving the intended goal. Convey to others that their input is both inspiring and relevant, and that their partnership is valued and important. Although you have a transforming effect on others, sometimes you feel as if you're invisible and have little effect at all. It may feel as if no one really cares about you, but over time you've discovered that your self-esteem really isn't reflected in the perception of others, but in how you see yourself. While this issue may stem from early childhood woundings that seem insurmountable, those difficult experiences have reinforced a level of compassion and intuition in you that provide comfort and support to others. Remain open to the varied opinions of others while staying true to your own traditional values on Wednesday. If necessary, you may have to take a back seat to someone with more experience to guide your collaborative efforts. In other words, my husband's getting his first shot on Wednesday. I'm still waiting to get scheduled, but he's getting his on Wednesday. If it looks like he's going to get the 2-shot too, so at least judging by the email that was sent. If so, then it may be that restructuring is needed, both organizational and strategic in nature. Stay humble, continue to collaborate with the group, and your achievement will be recognized by all. Magical focus is on Wednesday. Wednesday's governed by Mercury, and so we're talking communications, interactions, balance, justice, and revelation. But favorability is very bad. So you might want to just take an inner approach today on Wednesday and just try to come to some kind of balance. But if you need to, then, at least you know what the focus is. Let's see, Thursday the 25th, we're looking at a 7 energy, so balance, maybe taking an observer role on Thursday. It's analytical, thoughtful, truth seeker, mostly spiritual truth. Here we have Gebo, or balanced exchanged with others. Marriage, it's the gift, it's partnership, it's reciprocity. Here we have Albus, Mercury and Gemini. So we're talking, wide wisdom and the sage, clear thought, communication, knowledgeable, can also be superficial. We're in Leo for the moon until Virgo in the mid-evening at 8:26 p.m. And we have synthesis, which again is the collective aspect of life, and an additional new one of logic, mental confidence, balance with doubt for the human design channels on Thursday. Let me see if I can take some more tea here, if it's cool enough. I took my tinctures this morning, but I haven't been able to have much tea. So balance is key on Thursday with both the 7 numerology and the appearance of the rune Gebo in Thursday's esoteric influences. Step back if necessary to observe before reacting, allowing things to settle out so that you achieve some clarity. The moon travels into Virgo in the early evening, where structure and routine will become important. Until then, avoid self-indulgent behavior that impacts your motivation. Remain patient with yourself and nurture away your frustrations with some meditation or trance work. If you've allowed others to take responsibility for your own actions, accept the harm caused may not be reversed. It's time now to align with others in a collectively shared set of values so that you preserve a new path forward. Replacing old paradigms with new perceptions. It's through collaboration with others that you're going to achieve recognition for all your efforts anyway, so rise above the past and remain true to a higher set of principles on Thursday. Jupiter governs for the magical focus, and we're looking at social justice, healing, abundance, income, growth, achieving goals and desires, but we have a very bad favorability. So if you want to work any of that, we have void of course from 6:27 a.m. on Thursday till 8:25 p.m. You might do it during then. At least you won't have any planetary, or you'll have less of a planetary influence on what's happening. But otherwise, you might sit it out and wait another day. Let's see, 26th of March, Friday, we're looking at an 8 energy, so success, acknowledgement from others, materialism and achievement. Kenaz is the rune for Friday, so we're talking a fire element, the torch, light, illumination from spirit, clarity, revelation, healing, transformation. Can be intuition as well. We have Puella for the so Venus and Libra. We're looking at this is our geomancy rune for Friday. So again, this is scattered little girl energy. So basically, you can interpret this though as a loosening of perceptions, and I really think that that's the best way to do that here on Friday. The moon's in Virgo. And the human design channel is synthesis. So again, the collective or shared aspect of life is influencing. So on Friday, you might feel your focus is scattering somewhat, which could impact getting things done. That said, it could be signaling that you're just not ready for a project to end because you intuitively realize there could be more to contribute to a success. It's like that, what am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? It's that sort of energy on Friday. So if you feel that a self-expression is impacted Friday, it could be that you need to find a balance between asserting your own ego and expressing emotions so that your feelings are not dismissed by yourself or anyone else. Otherwise, you could give yourself away to others while ignoring your own needs. So if accepting your own emotions proves challenging on Friday, step outside your comfort zone and take a leap of faith, and know that this is likely reflecting an underlying issue of control. So figure out what that is, and then you might see that dissipate. Know that the best option isn't always the most interesting, but in this case, a situation you're currently facing may benefit from a complete retooling or a new foundation. That may involve seeking input from others so that the best course of action results. Remain sincere in your motivation on Friday so that you draw support from others in the group as you replace old paradigms with new values and principles. On Friday, Venus governs the magic that day. We're looking at magics focusing on compassion, love, harmony, attracting a partner, or just partnership issues themselves, female sexuality, fertility, healing, and friendship. And the favorability that day of work and magic is very good. So lastly, Saturday, hopefully we can get through this without this freezing up. If it does, I may just go ahead and film this part of it and connect them together. So we'll see. I might try that today if that happens. So we're looking at a 9 energy for Saturday. So endings, completion, idealism, generosity, altruism. Manaz, the perfect rune for that, the earth element rune, is about integration and humanity, the individual within society, really. It represents the thought rune or our collective memory. That aligns us together and leaves us one. And also in alignment, we have conjunctio as the geomancy rune, Mercury and Virgo. So it's a joining, a union, an alignment with other people, an agreement maybe, expectations maybe. The moon is in Virgo. Oh, and Friday was maiden phase, by the way, of the full moon. We have the full moon, today is maiden phase. Saturday the 27th is maiden phase, the one we're in right now. It's full on Sunday at 11:48 a.m., so that's when it turns full. So it should be fairly full then on Saturday night, the 27th, during the maiden phase. The human design channel for Saturday is synthesis again, so the collective shared aspect of life. As expectations surrounding how we come together with others in our life shift somewhat, we must proceed carefully so that we don't disrupt all that we've gained thus far. While some still refuse to protect themselves or others, it's clear that each one of us has a responsibility to everyone in our orbit to not make life any more difficult than it already is. It's the underlying or fundamental agreement that we make, whether it's within our family, our neighborhood, or the greater community, and the choice we make defines us. While the moon is still in Virgo, you may struggle with doubt and indecisiveness on Saturday, which may be due to scattering your attention in too many different directions. Perhaps you're drawn to others who experience the same unrealistic expectations of themselves, or it could be a lack of grounding that leaves you feeling unclear. Seek advice from close associates, but leave room to nurture your own goals and desires on Saturday. If called to a leadership role on Saturday, understand the motivations and needs of those under your supervision. Recognize when additional skills are required and when it's just a momentary block that impacts progress. Step back to see the bigger picture, or to let someone else with more experience guide the process. In other words, let ego take a back seat to the overall collaborative effect on Saturday. Favorability of magic is very good on Saturday, and the focus is restriction, binding, summoning, harvest, purification, and protection, and is governed by Saturn. So I guess that's it. We'll see if we can close out before it freezes here. Thanks so much for watching. And do check out the blog over at Stepping Aside. I'm steppingaside.com. Follow me over on Patreon to join. It's $1 a month or $12 a year. And there's also a tip teacup, a patreon.me account, or not Patreon, but paypal.me account. It's over there on the side panel. Looks like a little teacup. If you want to support the blog, you can donate there if you like. And that'll be greatly appreciated. It just offsets blog costs for the year because, yes, there are some. So anyway, thanks again for watching, you guys. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you tomorrow for Somewhat Daily Tarot and Rune for tomorrow and Thursday, and then we'll meet again here on Sunday next week for Esoteric Influences again. So do have a wonderful week, and be good to yourself, be good to one another, and blessed be.